Hey guys, it's Noah here. Today, I want to teach y'all guys a little something on flag, on rifle, on air blade, and on saber, but this is homemade. So it's basically, I looked up how to make a homemade saber to give off the realistic features that a saber has, and it should be about this big. Like I think this is I just use a PVC pipe pole from one of my swing flags, and you're supposed to like cover this end in tape a lot and then mark your cheater marks, and then that's what I did. So this should give off kind of like a resemblance of a saber. So I also want to share that with y'all today. So let's just get into it. Okay, so how about we start off with air blade. So for air blade, what you're going to want to do is, for a single, you're going to want to have your right hand on the butt like this, and then you're going to want to have your left hand underneath on this first, I call it the first bridge. So on the first bridge, like this, just like you would with your rifle. And then you're gonna dip, and then when you push down, you're gonna slap your leg, and then once the air blade gets like about like right up to here, you're going to release. So once the butt is fully in the air, then that's when you're going to release. It's gonna spin one rotation in the air. It's gonna come down and you're gonna catch like this. And make sure your left hand is covering up the complete tip of the nose. I have some problem, like I'll be like this or like this. Sometimes I just make it really on there and I'm just like, yay. So yeah. All right, so we're going to dip, push, and catch. See how I waited for that butt until that butt was completely in the air? Let's try that again. Dip, push, catch. That was really good. Dip, push, catch. That time my arms were a little high, but your arm, this hand should not go any higher than this right here. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, push, 1, 2, 3. I think that was right. My count, I have some trouble with my counts, but it's okay. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna learn on this is drop spins. It's basically the same thing as rifle. You're just doing it on this neck, and it's going to be a little bit differently, but you're just going to push, and if you do it slowly, you can do it fast. Like this is me doing it slow. You could also do it slower and then eventually you could do it to the speed. And then same thing for left. You're going to want to keep on this bridge, on the first bridge, and then you're going to go in between. You're going to start from this bridge, and then you're gonna go from in between this bridge to this bridge. So you're just gonna stay in between those, like right up in here. Push, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? So you're gonna be in between these two little bridges right here for your left-handed drop spins. You're just gonna start on the first one. Push, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push. Single out. But yeah, it's like for right-handed drop spins, you're choking it. Think of you're choking it on the neck. For slow, it's like you're constantly on that neck. What I did is I wrapped this part up in a lot of tape to make it into a little ball shape, I guess. And then that's how I know when I'm doing slow drop spins, that's where I should catch every single time. But like once I get faster, I'm gonna want to be in between the neck and this and your second bridge. So slow and then fast is like right in between. Single out. I'll post another video of me doing right-handed and left-handed drop spins in slow motion, so then y'all guys can get the full concept of what I'm trying to tell y'all. If y'all are not understanding it, I'm pretty sure y'all are, but I hope y'all are, because I'm trying to be a guard instructor one day. So that is air blade. We'll get into tosses some other time, when I have a little bit more experience with this, I mean, I can do a triple and a double. I think a high toss. I think a quad. I can't do a high toss, but this is heavier than a normal rifle, so that's one thing that you're gonna have to like work on is your strength for air blade. And now I want to teach you rifle. This is the 26-inch rifle. Literally, I love my 27-inch, but hey, it's okay. So I want to teach y'all how to do this. Okay? You're just gonna catch like, I think it's up. Wait, what is that position? Up. I think it's upright, I think. Yeah, I think it's upright. So I'm gonna show you guys how to toss and catch an upright position. Now listen, a lot of people can get this one mixed up. Sometimes they can get it like sometimes they add too much force, but hey, listen, that's what I'm here for. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start off by at flat, you're gonna dip, then you're gonna push like a normal rifle. But instead of, I want you to like just single it out. Dip, push, single out, okay? And then once you do that, I want you to do it again, but I want you to catch like right here. And when you keep doing that, I want you to catch earlier and earlier until you make it up right here. And then once you have it like right here, think of it as that you want the neck to be in your eyesight. So like that's what you should see right now, to be leveled with you. And the tip should be down at your waist, depending on how tall or short you are. So you're gonna dip, push, you're gonna single that out, and then I'm gonna do the same thing again, but that time I caught earlier. So once I get used to that, by me catching it earlier, it's gonna help me make it all the way up to here. Now listen, it did take a hot minute for me to learn this. I mean, like, I learned it in a day. Like, I just self-taught myself this, but then I called my friend and they said it was completely right. I was doing everything right, and I was like, dang, that's impressive. But so you're going to single out first. That's my trick for you. You're gonna do the same thing, catch a little bit sooner, and then once you get here, so I call this first movement, second movement, third movement, and then fourth movement is straight up. So we're on second movement, let's get to third movement. Just like that, yep. Fourth movement is right here. And when you're doing one of these, just increase the height a teensy little bit. So then it's right with your eye level. So it's right with your eye level. So then you're going to push. Whoops, that was bad. Yep. And one of my problems was my bottom hand used to like catch like right here. Sorry, yeah. And now I catch it like right here. Sometimes I still have trouble with that, but hey, that's okay. So just, you don't really need to add any, see, that was too low. But hey, look, that's okay. As long as you know your mistakes, see, now that's too high. As long as you can tell what your mistakes are, then I think you're good. But if you don't, then that might be a little problem, but it's okay. I'm here for you, and that was very low. Perfect. Completely in line with my eyesight. And hold up, sorry, I forgot to explain this. When you're doing this, when you release, it should be like right here. So like right here. Yeah. Ready? You're gonna dip, push, catch. Now what I like to do is I like to slap my leg and then bring it back up instead of doing like that was just hard for me to do. And I caught that wrong, but like I like to, it gives my hand something to do, and it looks more professional when you do it, and it also helps you with timing when you're having to catch it. So like when you do this, that looked really good. But when I do it this way, I don't think that looked as good. So when we slap our leg, that was really high, OMG. So when we slap our leg, it kind of like gives us it tells me in my brain that, all right, my hand's made it to my hand is at the correct point. I'm gonna go ahead and move it up to the next point. if you want to think of it like that. But again, this is all happening really, really fast in my brain. Yes, I can tell that I'm moving my arm down, but also, in case if I forget that, because I'm paying close attention and paying attention to my rifle, I slap my leg, so then I feel it, and then that's like, that reminds me, sorry, oh crap, my arm's there. I'm ready to bring it up. But again, this is all happening really fast in my mind, so yeah, just like that. And if y'all want some more further information, or if y'all are just still confused, let me know and I can do a full-on video on how to do, oh my gosh, upright toss, I think. I can't remember the name, but yeah. The next thing that we're gonna, I think, let me go ahead and get at-home saber done, I guess. But so like pretend this is like the big end to it, and like you'll start here. Whoa, sorry, whoa. And then you're going to just think of it like you're gonna push, like you would on the rifle, kind of. But like your release point is gonna be like right here for like I think a single. Like that kind of. So you're gonna push. Whoa. I think it should be right here. Yep, just like that. So your release point is right here, you're gonna catch. It's like right here. No higher above your chin or your shoulder. And for drop spins, think of it as like if you, again, I'll see if I can post another video of me taping this so then y'all can practice at at home as well. And this is the tip, this is the butt of it. But yeah, I'll post a video of me taping one at some point if I can, or if I have enough time, which I don't think I can because of school. But yeah, I mean, it's a good starter, and even though it is a whole lot lighter, because sabers are a little heavier to me than rifles are, depending on the rifle, but if you just buy a rifle, like a king size 27.5 inch, 29 inch king, like it's okay, but sabers to me are always going to be heavier because of the thick metal it's made out of. But yeah, I think that's all I'm just gonna say for this, because I don't think I'm really ready to post about this. See, look, I started from here and I caught here. See, I'm definitely not ready, so don't take any advice from this. Well, I guess that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm definitely not ready, but let me down in the comments down below if I am either doing something wrong or if I need to improve something, because that actually helps me out a lot during when I'm trying to teach it, is because that'll help me become a better guard student and a better guard instructor, I guess, is because that's what I'm really wanting to be. But yeah, let's get into flag now. I'm gonna teach y'all some drop spins. So drop spins, remember in our other video with the rifle, so if we're gonna start off on left, because you always start off on left. You're going to hold it at an angle with your elbow up against your side like this, and your thumb's pointing up towards the silk. And then your left foot is gonna be right in between this curve of your foot. It's like that little arch of your foot, and it's gonna be one foot's going that way and the other foot's going this way. But don't lock your knees. Keep them relaxed, keep them a little bent, but don't keep them too bent to where you look like this. Because who likes this? Nobody likes that. And your posture when you're doing this, make sure you tuck your butt in. Think of it like that, because you do not want an arched back. You want like a plain, relaxed shoulders up, and making sure that position is just good and not so arched. You know what I mean? You don't want an arched back, because that's bad posture. Alright, so we're gonna do left-handed first. So how we do this, we do 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze. I think it's 6, 7, squeeze, pull. Yeah, because we do 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze. And this is our and. So when we squeeze, we're actually gonna squeeze to make sure, because if we don't, that actually kind of bounced. It's like kind of wobbly. But when we squeeze, 5, 6, 7, squeeze. And that was so much better. It did not wobble a lot at all. So let's do that again. So this is our and then our one is I think 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 1. Yep, so 1 is completely down, and when you go down, you're gonna want to take your hand. Think of it as like putting it like this. Give them like an awkward sideways high five, or like you're, I don't know how you want to say it, or like you're swimming, or like you're doing this. Yeah, act like you're swimming. So you want to take your hand forward, and you're gonna bring that just right down, so then that falls right into your hand just like that. And both thumbs should be pointing down towards the silk, just like that. And now listen, you don't wanna look like this, hunched over, shoulders back. Make sure your posture is really good. Make sure your feet are correct, but also make sure you're not so tight, but you're not so far out. So keep it like right here at your belly button, and keep arms straight and still. And then you're going to like let go with your left. And now listen, your right hand should be on the silk part on the sleeve, and then you're going to grab right back here where you started on your left hand. You're going to grab on the tab, and then you're just pretend like you got back here, you're just like this. Okay? Try to get that in. So we have 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 1. I think I was too early on that one. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 1. Yep, that's 1. And then our 2 is straight up. And then when I come back up, my hands are both still facing up towards the silk, just like that. So it's just that my left hand now is going to be on the tab, and my right hand is still going to be on the silk. From being down like this, sorry, whoa. Yep, from being down like this, from going down into this position, my hand is on the silk. Let go, my hand is on the pull. So think of silk, pull, silk, pull, silk, pull, silk, pull. Okay? That's what I used to do, and that's what I still do in case if I get them mixed up. All right, so we're gonna do 8 counts. Do it with me. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. And when I'm like 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, that means like make sure the pole is completely straight up and your arms are like posturized. Like they're not out like this. They're not really tight in like this, but they're like at an angle. All right? Pretend like they're at an angle. Sorry, they are at an angle. Just make sure they're at an angle. And basically take all that information that I just gave out and put it on the right. Except make sure your foot is now in the arch of your left foot. So let me back up to see if I can see my feet. No pics. And then you're gonna put your heel in between the arch like I did earlier. Relax your shoulders. Go back. Tuck that butt in, honey. We don't need no arch. And make sure your knees are not locked. You're gonna start out again like this with your elbow up against your side and your pole at a diagonal, like I think like a 45-degree angle or a 9. We don't want 90. We don't want 90. No. So just like this one, you're gonna. This is our and. So we're 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and that's our and. Make sure you squeeze, and then 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 1. That's your 1. See how I wobbled there? That means I did something incorrectly, and that was either I did not squeeze, or 2, I went too fast, or 3, my counts were wrong and I sped up, or I was too slow. We're gonna try that again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 1. See, that was so much better already. And then when you go 1, that's going to be your 2. So now your right hand is on the pole, and then it's going to be your left on silk and right on pole. So think of it as your left is always going to be on silk, your right is always going to be on the pole. So go from silk, pole, silk, pole, silk, pole, silk, pole. Think of it like that, if that kind of helps you. And make sure when you're doing this, because I've seen this in a lot of my friends and rising freshmen, when we're doing this, they have a tendency to spin sideways like this. Sorry, hold on, wait. They have a tendency to spin sideways, inward or outward. And so I'm like, make sure you're spinning straight up like this. Yep. And how you can tell, I would love for y'all to do this up against a wall or up on the side of y'all's house or something. So then you can get that straightness going on, I guess, if you want to say it like that. Yeah. And you'll also know, because with your feet out, and if you hit your shins, you're turning, like you're leaning too much to one end, if that makes sense for y'all. And another reason people have the tendency to turn is that they're either scared that the pole is either going to come and hit them in the head. It's not. If you just follow step-by-step process, I promise you will be completely fine. I promise you. And then that's all for flag for drop spins. Thank y'all guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed filming this. If y'all have any further questions for me, please let me know. And if I missed something, please point it out so that I can improve my teaching skills and me being a better guard student. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.